Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Stardew Valley here on the Game Professor channel. I'm your host, the Game Professor, and today we are officially playing in 1.5 on console. So very exciting. Neutral spirits and snow tomorrow. That's fine. Looks like nothing really happening here at the moment. That's fine. Let me quickly look at these secret notes that I didn't look at last time. I've found some good things by looking in the garbage cans on lucky days. Sometimes you'll find dish of the day behind the saloon, usually fresh. For dessert, I'll check the Molnar's can for cookies. For treasures, check the cans by the blacksmith and museum. Good stuff. And Mermaid Show 15423, and that, if I remember, yes, I did show that already. So that's basically just the secret note that shows you what that sequence of shells to hit is. And all it is, really, is the musical motive. So if you listen to it and then in the actual music that the Mermaid Show has, and then play around with the shells, you'll technically figure out that that's conceivably what you're doing. I need to be better about that. Hello. Oh, my little chickens and ducks. But we are going to get right into town as quickly as possible because I want to check out the board, the new request board that is in town. I do have my pail on me, so yes, I will actually milk the cows. It's hard keeping all these save files straight, because I actually checked out my trial save file that I put together before this one, just to see what 1.5 felt like, and oh man, they have made some really good fixes specifically for console that I'm very happy about. One second. There we are. For some reason, my game capture is lagging quite a bit behind. I know that I'm still recording everything properly, but it always stresses me out when the game capture is so far behind where I am. Let's see here. Let's see, what do I need still? The truffle and the poppy. Okay. Sunflower red cabbage. Pomegranate. And apples. Decidedly nothing that you have, traveling merchant. It's alright, I forgive you this time. I can forgive you. But this new request board is actually one of the things that I love most about this update. And here's our cutscene. Ah, hello there, Game Professor. You showed up at the perfect time. It's our new special orders board. Robin and I built it from scratch, and in terms of when this will drop in a new save file, if I remember correctly, it's day 3 of fall of year 1. That sounds right. And I think that that's automatic regardless of how much you've progressed. I had seen whisperings about it being a specific day, and in my computer file that I started right when 1.5 dropped back in December, I did like really push myself to be super productive beforehand, just to see if it was a productivity related thing, and from what I can tell, it does seem to just be that specific day. And like I said, autumn or fall 3, if I remember correctly. So fun stuff. Lewis, all you did was hold the nails. Classic Lewis, right guys? Ignore her. Now, let me explain. You see, with Anthropocene Farm back in business, the local economy has really been picking up. As a result, some of the local townsfolk have been asking me for a way to source local ingredients for their businesses or personal projects. So Robin and I came up with the idea of a new special orders board where people can post bigger jobs than would make sense for the old billboard outside Pierre's. It's brilliant, and it's such a smart, simple little fix. Yeah, for example, I plan on requesting some hardwood for a bed I want to make. I won't put you on the spot, but if you want to help me out, you can just accept the job from this board. And it's a lot of hardwood. And you have to actually collect it in the course of a week. It's actually quite difficult to do. Who knows, maybe if the bed turns out well, I'll start selling them in my shop. I look forward to helping. I thought so. I wouldn't expect anything less from you, Game Profess. So, we can say you're on board? Love it. Love it. Well, I'm sure you're busy so we won't keep you from your work any longer. As always, I appreciate your willingness to contribute. Take care, Game Profess. I flip-flop on puns because I actually really love puns, but every so often I'll come upon a pun that I just really don't like, basically. So my wife thinks I'm very anti-dad joke, and I'm really not. I don't like that puns alone have become dad jokes, because I think dad jokes are a wider range of bad jokes than just puns. Alright, so what do we have here? And we have 3 days to complete all of these because it's Friday. So you have usually a minimum of a week to complete a task when you will get it on a Monday. So if you pick it up any later in the week, you're just cutting into the time that you're able to do it. So we have aquatic overpopulation for unknown reasons. The local population of lingcod has grown to an unsustainable level. I need a local angler to help reduce their numbers. Okay, I believe that it's probably 10 lingcod that you have to catch or something like that. Bit of a rarer fish in general, so kind of tricky. And then juicy bugs wanted. Hey there, I'm looking for a big wad of bug guts. The juicier the better. At least that's what the crabs seem to like. 100 pieces should do the trick. And 3 days to get 100 pieces of bug meat without one of the new items is incredibly difficult. So I'm not going to do that one. I think I'll do aquatic overpopulation. I realize more fishing. But I really do appreciate the little extras that you get for completing these quests, and I can't remember specifically what Demetrius gives us for completing one of his, but everything that you get is a good resource to have. So, aquatic overpopulation. Here we go. And we can take a look here. I still just want to have a single button to look at the journal specifically. So yeah, 10 link cod. That'll be doable. We do not have our fishing rod on us. That needs to go into the museum, so we will drop that off right now. Then we'll pop back off to the farm to collect our fishing rod, and then we'll start going after some link cod. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Come on. There we go. Really. So irritating. Think I'm gonna put you there. That looks right. I think I have those spaced out wrong, so I'm gonna have to do some rearranging within the museum eventually, but that'll be fine. Oops. Clay. Love clay. Excellent. So, we'll spend probably a good chunk of the rest of the day just fishing, just so that we can hopefully get a good number of these link cod taken care of. And 21 wild bait, that should be good. I don't think I'll go through all that wild bait in a single fishing trip. So, let's go do this. And mostly just because it'll also give me an opportunity to catch sturgeon and stuff like that. We will be going up to the lake for this. I keep expecting cutscenes to happen since I've been putting more effort into friendships recently with this file, and that's why the last few episodes have been so long, is I just keep getting cutscenes. But alright, hopefully we get some link cod really quickly. I don't believe there is a time restriction for link cod, if I remember correctly. I could be misremembering. But the with the wild bait, any doubles that we get from the wild bait, they will count to the total number, which is great. That would appear to be a sturgeon. So it's not quite as active as a link cod usually is. Oh no, it was a link cod. That was a lethargic link cod. My goodness. But one of the things that I like about the aquatic overpopulation quest for this additional community help board is that you can get it late in the week and still very easily be able to complete it. And the monetary rewards alone for these quests is really significant. So if you think about the basic help wanted quests, I believe those you're looking at 3 times the value of the item that's requested, something like that. So it is actually a good choice to do the help wanted requests whenever they happen. But with these larger quests that you get from this new community board, it's really significant. You're looking at thousands of gold for every single request that you do. So, really good stuff. And obviously, we're hurting a little bit for money at the moment. Alright. I think this is another Lincod, because it's a little bit more active. I am going to get that, because I want the treasure. And just a quick note for the episodes for today. I think that it's probably only going to be 2 or 3 today. I really do want to be getting more like 5 or 6 up generally, but with me restarting work now, my recording time is just cut down very slightly. So I just need to get my schedule back in my head, including work, basically. So nothing too crazy, nothing to worry about, but just be aware that it's probably only going to be 2 or 3 episodes today. Alrighty. That's our first double. So hopefully, next Lincod we hook can give us a double as well. We don't have the best luck today. I think, if I remember correctly, we have neutral luck, which is, as I've explained before, a very slight net positive. But, it's not a ton, and I believe that the chance of getting doubles with the wild bait is RNG determined. So I would expect it to be more likely to get doubles on a better luck day. Man, we're just getting all the boring fish now. Give me something to fight, game. Oh. I just did something. Oh! Well, it's a Friday. I completely forgot that I was doing that, so hooray for coals from fishing. I'm pretty sure I literally just got all of those coals from fishing. There we go. No! Oh, that was lucky. I thought I was going to lose it. And I'm positive that this is another Lincod, so definitely a bit more feisty than a sturgeon usually is. Ow! Well, fine. Be a sturgeon, then. I guess I didn't get all those coals just from this fishing. Alright. This is the problem with any amount of break between recording sessions. I forget what I do, and I try my best to at least look through my old videos or my before I start recording, but sometimes you just don't have time. And this is a morning that I need to be very quick. Goodness gracious. Give me some Lincod, game. Give me some Lincod. I will say, I'm definitely not hurting for treasure chests. which is great, even on a mediocre luck day. There we go. Definitely loving the geodes. Oh, my tackle wore out. Shoot. Hopefully this is an easy fish. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. And some perch. Excellent. Let's get ourselves a new tackle on there. Oof. Wow. Definitely went through that that wild bait faster than I thought I would. Well, I guess we'll finish off the bait and then that'll be it for this fishing excursion. But 3 lingcod is not a bad start. Actually, I will put on the last bits, the little bits of regular bait that I got as well, just to get a little bit more fishing in. Of course, I use my last bit of bait on a piece of green algae. That's just incredibly irritating. But for a start, for a moderate luck day, with trying to get lingcod, which is already a fairly rare fish, not bad. We'll definitely be able to get this completed before Monday. So that's the important thing. And then we will get a lot of money, and we will get some other sort of thing from or recipe from Demetrius, which is great. But off we go to the saloon so I can talk to Clint about these coals that I've found. And then I think we'll just go straight back to the farm and just call it a night. Just call it an in-game night. Alright. That's Alex. I actually thought that was Clint for a second. I was very concerned. I do not have a crocus. Thank you. This looks special. Of course, Penny. You brought the ores I requested. Thank you. I like to inspect local ores from time to time to keep track of quality and abundance. Let me just take a look at these. I see. Thank you. You can keep these ores. They're of good quality. And here's your payment as promised. Excellent. There we go. So 600 gold for a bunch of coal. I love it. And the nice thing about the community help board also is you very rarely, unless it tells you to put the items in a specific spot, you don't have to give them to the person that's after them, and you can sell them right away. So you're automatically getting more money more quickly, which is great in my opinion. So we will have to go get some stone for Robin tomorrow, probably. So I think we'll go to the mines just to mix it up a bit, and then next episode we'll finish up getting the lingcod for Demetrius. Hopefully it's a good luck day. And more snow tomorrow. I don't think I've ever seen a winter in this game where there is primarily sunny days, which is fitting. Rude. Well. Oh, hey Evelyn. Good morning, dear. It was a lovely walk out here. I haven't seen this old farm in a long time. It looks even better than I remember. I have to believe that the player character's grandfather knew George and Evelyn in their youth. And, like, I don't know if he's significantly older than them or if they're supposed to be right around the same age, but I love it. And I just think it's so much fun. And I love little notes like this. Here, I brought you a little something. It's a gift from one gardener to another. Garden pot. Excellent. Received a garden pot. These pots are really handy. You can use them to grow crops of any season indoors. They also look nice outside, but they can only house in-season crops. If you need more, they're really easy to make too. Here, I've got an old magazine clipping with instructions. Magazine clippings. Young people out there, tell me, do you know what a magazine clipping is? Well, I better go. George gets grumpy if he doesn't have his oatmeal on time. You have a great day, honey. Thank you, Evelyn. I love that. So, Game Profess, I've heard you've been giving some people a hand around town. Everyone seems really thankful. I'm awarding you this month's Best Neighbor Award with a small cash prize. Keep it up. Mayor. Okay. Don't know why he didn't fully sign his name. But let's actually pop this garden pot over here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find a coffee seed. Coffee bean. And I will put the coffee bean in there. I probably have all my coffee beans in the shed at this point. Oh, that's right. I should also check in here. Just see how my... It's my poppy and... I forgot what else I'm growing in there. Probably blue jazz or something like that so that I can make lucky lunches. Hello, cows. Oops. Helps if I face the right way while I try to milk you, doesn't it? There we are. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. And yeah. Beauteous. Ooh, got a duck feather. Sweet. That'll be a good gift for Elliot. Whoops. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. Hit the correct buttons. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So, like I said, we will be going up to the mines today to go after some stone for Robin. And really, grand scheme of things, I should have checked you before I went up to that shed. Dingus. And I will eventually actually start processing all this stuff. But right now, we're in a good spot, just building up the surplus, basically. But let's start here. Hopefully we'll get a good amount of stone down here. Ooh, I actually also might just grab my geodes. See what all I can get in terms of geodes stuff. That wouldn't be a bad choice. I've turned that in, right? Yes, I have. So many chicken statues. I swear. It's the most common item, I feel like, to get on the farm. as soon as we have more money, I am going to actually... yes, I do have my coffee bean here. So, I do want my hops for pale ale. And I'm going to do some crystal fruit wine. Then we'll do pickled pumpkin and pickled cauliflower. There we go. So, I'm actually going to be really careful with how I do this now. There we go. Now, I won't have to worry about putting my keg items into my preserve jars. They definitely, one of the fixes that they made, if you saw here, I could get everything, even that item, that one there, just from being there, which was not possible on console prior to 1.5, which is really only annoying because it makes it so you can't optimize your space technically in the sheds and stuff, but not the end of the world. Okay, though, sell all of this, and let me look at my geodes. What all do I have? That's a pretty good number of geodes, actually. I think I will open all those just to see how much stone I get from those, just to avoid having to spend too much time in the mine if I need to. And we will water that. And this is one of my tricks for making sure that I always have coffee beans, is just have a garden pot or several in the house and just go for them, you know, with watering them like that. Ooh, that's a gold star one. So yes, we are going to keep that to give as a gift to Elliot, I believe. But off to Clint. Hey, Lewis. I'm here to collect Clint's business tax. Wonderful. Just what I like to hear. Let's process some geodes. Feel free to give me lots of stone. Perfect. Just realized my hair is being really silly right now. Got some alfalfa hair. And I definitely just dated myself. Oh, man. And if you don't know what I was referencing with alfalfa, alfalfa is a character from Little Rascals. And I have seen both classic Little Rascals as well as the, I guess you could call it effectively a reboot from my childhood, because it was originally a TV show, if I remember correctly, black and white TV show. And then there was a new film version that came out in the 90s. That's the version I know the best, but I am aware of the older Little Rascals media. And I think we're just about to half of the stone that we need. I believe we're over half the stone we need. Oh, I might have actually just finished it. Let's find out. Yep, I finished it. Alright, so now we don't even have to go to the mines. So I will go drop this off with Robin then. And then... God. 35 pieces of stone. Yeah, I got through that quickly. Sweet. Well, let's pop up there then. I'm going to collect my fishing rod. Gonna sell all of these. Pretty sure okay, Esperite I need to turn in. So I'll keep the Esperite. I definitely was doing a, oh, I've already turned everything in moment when, no, that's a different file. Alright, regular bait. And I'm going to grab one more trap bobber just to be on the safe side. I need to actually bring the 35 stone. Oops, that's fine. Oh, goodness. So, inadvertently, a fishing-focused episode to start off the episodes for today, guys. Sorry about that. It was not my intention. I actually was hoping that the first community quest that we'd get would be the one of the wizards ones. They're really good. Hey, looks like you got the stone I asked for. That's a big help. Thanks. Our house is such a beautiful is in such a beautiful area, don't you think? Everything looks still after a fresh snow. That it does. No. She didn't actually take the stone. Okay. I thought she would have taken it still. Whatever. Not a big deal. Time to get more link cod for your husband, Robin. And hopefully... Actually, I'm just gonna check a thing quickly. Because I'm curious. Come on. I do not want to pop that up anymore, ever. Okay. I was correct. Link cod is any day, or any time during the day. So, yeah, we'll just probably won't fish the entire evening away, but we might. This will be unfortunately, a very fishing-heavy episode, guys, which, given the bad luck, is typical for me, so... I think this is a chub. Nope, that was a sturgeon. Oh, a train. I am going to go check out the train, just because you never know. There's always a chance that something good could fall off of the train. Ah! I originally opened up Chrome on my computer to look up the link cod info, but it was taking a while to start up, so then I looked at it on my phone, but now Chrome just opened and blocked my recording field from my visibility, so had to fix that. I like to make sure that things are recording correctly. Ooh, that's a nice little haul there. I am quite pleased. Ah, and here's the other big telltale sign that we are in 1.5. This is where this recycling bin is for a Linus community quest, and this boulder will be removed after achieving perfection. And that will lead to a cutscene with Penny for us, since Penny will be our spouse. If you choose to not get married in game, I believe the cutscene is with Lewis, which is fitting, because Lewis is name dropped by Grandpa, which is fun in my opinion. Even though it would appear that Lewis is considerably younger than the player character's grandpa, so definitely interesting to consider. But I know nothing about that cutscene. I have actually chosen to not spoil myself on that. So nobody, if you're watching and want to comment about that end game cutscene, if you've seen it, regardless of who it's for, do not spoil it. I will remove spoilery comments in relation to that. I'm the sort of person that I personally very rarely care about getting spoiled, but I will defend other people's right to not be spoiled to the end of the world, or the ends of the earth. That is the saying. Wow. But in this case, I actually am trying to not spoil myself, so really, really don't spoil the new ending, especially now that there is kind of an ending to this game, as it were. Yeah, that'll be cool. That, and what I will use as my marker of when to end this series actually will be when I achieve perfection, in the Mr. Key definition of perfection. That will take a while, because one of the many things that's necessary for it is to have all of the obelisks on your farm, to have the golden clock on your farm, stuff like that. I'm very meticulous with how I plan my farm, so trying to figure out where to put those things is going to be a bit of a headache for me. But most of everything will just kind of be natural going through the gameplay stuff, like getting friendships up with people, getting all the golden walnuts once we open up the island, stuff like that. And I've actually talked about the island in my little gameplay reveal of 1.5 that I did back in December, so I'm not gonna quibble about that possibly being spoilery. but it's also, I guess talking about Mr. Key's room is a bit spoilery, so I apologize for that. I'm literally just talking about how much I care about not spoiling things for people, and I technically probably could have spoiled that for people, so I apologize. I think we will do this until 9, and then we'll call that an episode at this point. I really would like to see a lingcod, my goodness. I don't think I've ever had this much trouble getting lingcod before. It is a rarer fish. I have seen some criticism of Demetrius's choices for the overpopulation fish at times, because something like lingcod is very, very rare. But it's also like, just because something is overpopulated doesn't mean that you're going to see it constantly in reality. I mean, you'll more likely see the effects of the overpopulation in other ways, like a change in general biodiversity, or a change in in Demetrius's case, he probably is doing water testing and stuff like that. There would most likely be some sort of change in water makeup if there is an overpopulation of a particular type of fish. Yeah, just because overpopulation is happening doesn't mean that that's literally all you're supposed to see. Other changes will happen as well. I mean, one of the reasons that we have hunting seasons in the US for deer and stuff like that is we are contending with overpopulation. And to the average person, they probably aren't seeing a ton of deer all the time, and would probably be like, how is there overpopulation of deer? That makes no sense. Well, because of the effects that they're having on the environment as a whole. Just kind of bringing us back to our Anthropocene focus of this playthrough. But we'll go to sleep, see what we made for the day, and call it an episode. 15,513. Not a bad day. Big day with all of the preserve and fermenting stuff that we have. So very good fun. But thank you so much for watching, everybody. Be sure to hit the subscribe button so you always know when I have new videos coming out, and follow the links in the description to the Facebook page and Discord server so you can join the conversation. And if you are so inclined and want to support me monetarily, follow the link to my Discord or to my Patreon as well, and become a game scholar by doing that. But thank you so much for watching, everybody. This is your Game Professor signing off. I will see you very shortly for the second episode of today.